Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message for today. I asked my higher self what card I should use and what I should talk about, and this one came out, Healer of the Ages. Um, I didn't get any vivid dreams last night, none that I could actually remember, so no dream messages for today. But instead, it is a look at why we don't get contact when we need it and the reasoning behind it. So I often get a lot of people coming to me, and this was me before too. I can totally relate and understand where they're coming from and why they're feeling this way. They're saying, oh, we've gone into separation. Why can't we just talk now the way that we used to talk? And the reason behind that is because you wouldn't want them when they're not ready. And I know it sounds backwards compared to how other relationships are, with regular relationships. It's kind of like, well, if they're not talking, it's an obvious sign that they don't ever want to have anything to do with me. But I know for a fact that in twin flame relationships, that's not true at all, because you may not speak for a whole year and then they suddenly come back out of the blue and then they can pick up pretty much where they left off. So it doesn't mean that you will never reconnect again. And that fear of never being able to reconnect again is an ego-based fear that we are having, that we need to somehow try to get rid of, really, because it's not serving us. And I know that when I was not able to speak to him, because there was no way for contact, there was no phone, no way of going on social media, there was nothing. And I just had to go off the faith that I had in my heart and the guidance from my higher self that things were going to be okay. Basically, it was pushing me to actually release, let go, and allow for the new to come in. And the message I often got when I was in meditation was, you actually wouldn't want me when I'm not ready because I've already hurt you too much and I don't want to do any more of that. And so I hope that if you are in this situation where you cannot talk to them or reach out, that this resonates and helps you to figure out and understand that there is a reasoning behind why things can't proceed in what we would think of as a normal way of communication. They need time apart to really learn the lessons, because if they've already hurt you enough times, then they need to really spend that time alone to reflect and to grow from it and to better understand themselves. And there's so much truth in you wouldn't want me when I'm not ready. We just have to accept and respect that and trust that the universe will bring us what we need. And we have to just be open and loving. And also, most importantly, if they're giving you a sign that they're not ready, there must be an aspect of us that is still learning too. I know with me, it was still to do with my self-worth and with my ability to forgive myself for certain things that had happened in the past that I felt was hindering a pure, open, honest connection. And, everyone will have their obstacles and things to clear too. So what they're doing by pulling away and being distant is just making it, sometimes they're not even doing this on purpose, like things are making it happen for you, if that makes sense. Like the universe is kind of set it in a way that you can't immediately come together. But it is so that we do the work within. Because if we don't do the work within and we're not feeling that sense of wholeness already within ourselves, we're going to keep attracting lack relationships. We're going to keep attracting situations that frustrate us, where we can't speak our truth, they can't speak their truth, and it's just going to be a game of back and forth. And that would be a much more hurtful way of spending time with that person if they kept coming back in, going away, coming back in, going away. I think it's better for them to go away and come back when they're ready. But of course, everyone's got their own lessons to learn and their own preferences, but this is just what I feel needs to be put out there. This is the reason behind it. So if you're not in communication, then I hope that this little explanation kind of helps you to see a bit better. I know it's hard to see this when you are right at the start of your journey and it's just mind boggling. Like, why must I go through this? But the further you're in, the more clarity that you experience and the better that you understand this. So I hope that at least it's given you some food for thought and that it can start to work and help you to understand. And over time, it will give you better clarity. Hope this has helped you, and if you'd like to connect with me, all my details are in the link. Thank you all so very much for watching, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.